Okay, so we've got 30 minutes of a slower yoga ahead of us, kind of a little flow yin mashup here. So, um, if you've got blocks or any kind of props that you like to use, you can grab those. And if you've got music, you can, of course, start that as well. But we're going to get started on our backs today in a supported bridge. So if you don't have a block, that's fine. You could also use like a bolster or a couch cushion. But if you do have a block, come down to your back first and walk the heels back towards your glutes and just slide the block underneath your tailbone so that it just fully supports your hips. And then let your hips get heavy. You can let the arms open out to the side. And stay grounded even through your feet here. So there's a tendency to just kind of let the legs or want to let the legs just go lazy here. But can you stay grounded through the feet, keeping the knees at the ceiling? Close down the eyes. And take a deep, full breath through your heart space and into the pit of your belly. Just fill up. Open up the mouth, exhale. Let that go. Another deep, full inhale, just like that, just filling all the way up. And open up, exhale. Let that go. And just let the weight of the ground support you here. Maybe notice the pressure around the pelvis. Notice the ground beneath the feet, beneath the shoulders, and the backs of the arms. And you just notice from a place of awareness, noticing sensations as they arise as we practice. Take a breath in. As you exhale, let your right knee fall out and open to the side. Think half butterfly. So I'm just going to let the right knee relax. The left knee is still pointed towards the ceiling. So you'll feel probably a little bit more into the groin as you do that. You can leave the right knee, right ankle where it is. If you want a little bit deeper sensation, you take the right ankle and just hook it gently behind your left ankle. So you're just using it as an anchor. The right knee continues to just fall out and open. So it's an anchored half butterfly. And again, it just makes the sensation just a little bit deeper into the right hip. Notice if you're gripping around your right glute, can you release that grip? And just let gravity work on the inner thigh here. Inhale, draw right knee back through center, unhook if you've got the anchor, and then just let your left knee do the same thing. So it falls out and open to the side. And start first with just this gentle opening without the ankle hooked. Then if you'd like a little bit more, you can just slide the left toes behind the right heel. And again, notice if your natural reaction is to clench, let the muscles go around the hip socket. Take a breath in. Exhale, draw left knee back to ceiling. So hips are settled right on that block still. Just hug your right knee in, keep your left foot flat. So hands are around the shin. Maybe that right knee comes a little bit out and open to the side. Send the right leg to the ceiling. Interlace your hands behind that hamstring. And release. Set the right foot back down. Left knee hugs in, hug it in. Just draw it a little bit out towards the ribs. And send the left foot to the ceiling. Just interlace the hamstrings. So just a gentle stretch. We're not like over pulling here. Now release the grip, but keep the left foot at the ceiling. Just hug the right knee in and send the right foot to the ceiling as well. Pause in your waterfall. Palms are open. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, send both feet back down to the ground. And now explore what it would feel like to just slide your legs straight. You might have to adjust your hips a little bit. And if it's too intense across your hip flexors, then just keep the knees bent to any degree. If it would feel okay, you can also reach the arms over your head, taking this full opening stretch across the front body. Take a breath in. As you exhale, walk one foot back and then the other. Arms come back by your ribs. Just press your hips down away from that. Lift away from the block, set it out to the side. Now set your hips back down to the ground. Open your arms out to a T. Walk your feet mat width apart and just let your knees windshield wiper from side to side. Let your knees fall to the right. Send your gaze to the left. So just a deep twist, not forcing the twist. Inhale, knees back through center and switch sides. Just take a look at your right hand. Notice the front of the right quad, maybe the right hip. And just allowing the gravity to work here instead of the muscles forcing anything. Another breath. Inhale, draw the knees back through center. This time, hug them into your chest, hands around your shins. Rock along your spine, make some circles in the knees and in the hips, maybe even in the ankles. Just massage all the muscles around the spine. Now rock and roll yourself up to a seat from here. And as you find your seat, right leg comes to the top or out front. You can sit on a block here if that feels better on your hips as well. Sit tall. Now interlace your hands, press them up and overhead. Lift your shoulders towards your ears and then lower. So it's this slight little lift and depress. Lift and depress. One more time, lift, depress. Now, palms are flipped towards the ceiling. Reach towards the front of the room. Really scoop out your low belly. Tuck your chin. Spread your shoulder blades. So think cat arch. Inhale, reach back to sky. Do that for a few rounds of breath. Really getting deep into the spine. The shoulders spread here. One more. And release, right hand by your hip, lateral stretch. Reach the left fingertips overhead. Look at your left elbow. Really root down through your left hip so you feel that stretch between the ribs. Now bring the left hand behind your head. Think left elbow, right knee. It's not going to touch, but I'm just going to twist my torso in that direction. Inhale, open up. Two more. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Now release the hand. Left hand finds your right thigh. Right hand behind your hip. Root down, sit nice and tall. Just twist and look over your right shoulder. Keep hold of your right thigh. Sweep your right arm over, cross in front of the left. Now I've got a hold of both knees or hips. And you can be more narrow too. There's nothing that says you have to be super wide. But again, spread your shoulders, tuck your chin. Now keep the cross of your elbows. We lift to eagle arms here. So I've got my hands kind of together. You can have backs of hands together too. Lift the elbows to shoulder height. Draw your shoulders down your back. You feel that stretch along the top of the right shoulder, the right side of your neck. Keep the eagle arms gently fold forward, maybe fingertips drape. Let the crown of your head get heavy. Inhale, rise. Unwind the arms, set them down behind you, unwind the feet, and just press everything up. Just a really quick little reverse table. So hips lift, I'm rooted through the heels, shoulders are rolled back. Slowly lower the hips. We switch the cross of the legs, left leg to the top. We'll move through the same sequence here. Starting first at left hand by hip, right fingertips reach overhead, so the side body stretch. Look at the right elbow. Now bring your right hand behind your head, find your twist, think right elbow, left knee. Inhale, open. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale, twist, release. Right hand catches the outside of your left thigh. Now straighten up through the spine. Left hand's behind your hip. Just look back over your left shoulder. Keep the grip of the left thigh or knee. Sweep the right arm over and across. Tuck your chin, spread your shoulder blades. And then as we rise into eagle arms. The elbows are crisscrossed. I lift elbows to shoulder height. Draw your shoulder blades down your back and just pause in this tall spine. Take a breath in. Exhale, fold. Let the fingertips drape. Let the crown of your head get heavy. Inhale, rise. Unwind the arms. This time, unwind the legs. Take them nice and wide here into a wide seat. So you might want to turn to the side. So notice what happens as you come into this wide seat is if your pelvis wants to tip under, just scooch your hips back a little bit so you're on the front side of your sit bones. Let your feet fall where they want to. You might want to block here. Big, deep, full breath in. And as you exhale, take a fold forward and meet your body where it's at. So we don't want to push past the first line of resistance. Just notice where you find that first edge of comfort. Your knees can be bent as well, if that feels better. Inhale, slowly rise and just scoop to the, or actually just sit for a moment, nice and tall. And then take both hands and just kind of scoop under the knees to draw the knees together. We'll just shimmy back into a downward facing dog from here. Pedal it out when you arrive. Wiggle through the jaw, through the neck. Take a breath in. As you exhale, bend your knees, look forward, walk, step, top of the mat. Find your ragdoll. So feet are hip width apart, grab opposite elbows, bend your knees, sway. Release your fingertips. Inhale, palms to shins, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, reach to sky, full breath. On the exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. On the exhale, step your left foot behind you, find a kneeling lunge. Bring your hands to the top of your quad, sink into that left hip flexor. Shoulders down the back. Maybe reach overhead if that would feel good. You can catch the left wrist with your right hand and just dip over to the right. Come back through center. Frame the front foot. This is where blocks can be really nice. Send your hips back for a half split. Lengthen out through the spine. Draw that right hip back in line with the left and fold. Back into that right foot. Tuck the back toes. Step it up. Find a wide pyramid from here. So just continuing to work into the hamstrings. You can have the block. If you want a little bit more for that right hamstring, you can lift to the ball or the heel of the front foot. You can even place a block under the ball of the foot and just create a little bit of extra resistance and opening into that right hamstring. Take an inhale. As you exhale, if the right foot's lifted, flatten, step to the top of the mat. Inhale, unravel, rise. Reach all the way up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. On the exhale, step your right foot behind you. Find your kneeling lunge on this side. So you can start with hands on top of the quad. Really sink into that right hip flexor. Maybe reach the arms overhead. You can catch the right wrist and take that little dip across. Inhale, come back through center. Frame the front foot, send your hips back for your half split. Inhale. Exhale, sink back into that left foot, tuck the back toes, lift into your wide pyramid. So again, maybe you work in a little bit deeper into the hamstring by lifting the ball of the left foot. Take a breath in. Settle the left foot to the mat. Lengthen your spine as you exhale, right foot meets left. Inhale, rise, unravel all the way to a stand. Reach overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. On the exhale, step back to your high plank. Set your knees down, lower all the way to your belly. And take your arms or your fingertips off the mat. So think really wide elbows here. Inhale, lift through your heart. Exhale, drop your right shoulder, look over your left. Inhale back through center. Exhale, drop your left shoulder, look over your right. Do that one more time. Inhale, center. Exhale, right shoulder drops, look over left. Inhale, center. Left shoulder drops, look over right. And now lower the forehead, stack the right arm on top of the left, find your crocodile. Let your feet fall open for just a moment. And unwind, press yourself up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, right knee, right wrist. We'll set up for a half pigeon here. So square through your hips, tuck the left toes, lift the left knee, maybe look back over that left shoulder, just lengthening out through the left leg, keeping the hips nice and square. Take your fold forward. You can always have a block under your forehead to help support as well. Just make sure there's no weight in the knee. You want to feel the stretch in your hip, not any pain in the knee. So just shift your hips back if you feel pain in your knee. Then find your breath. Notice where you're gripping. Maybe your jaw's clenched. Maybe you're gripping the muscles around the hip. And inhale, slowly rise. Very carefully sit onto the right hip, slide the left leg around. And then just take your right leg out front, left foot tucks in. So think like seated tree. Bend through that right knee just slightly and you'll take a fold forward over the right. Inhale, slowly rise. Just shimmy the hips back behind you. Let's find our down dog. And just get heavy in this down dog. Doesn't need to be super active. And left knee, left wrist, we set up for half pigeon on this side. So same thing, square through the hips. Tuck those back toes though, lift that back leg and lengthen it out. Settle into the left hip and then find your fold forward. Again, you can have a block or just a pillow with the arms, but let your head completely relax here. Release the grip around your hip. Inhale, slowly rise. Carefully sit to your left hip. You'll slide that right leg around front and same thing. Now my left leg goes straight. Right foot's tucked into my inner right or left thigh. Inhale, lengthen spine. As you exhale, find your fold forward. Inhale, slowly rise. And just draw the knees back. We'll slowly lower down to the back from here. Hug your knees in tight to your chest when you arrive. Wrap your arms around your shins. Draw your nose to your knees. Breathe the length of your spine. And as you exhale, release, find Shavasana. Let the feet fall open, the palms open. Just let the body be heavy and the breath be easy for this final minute of your practice. And on an inhale, bring awareness back into your body. Find tiny movements in fingers and toes and ankles and wrists. Maybe a full body stretch would feel good here. Reach through the fingertips and through the toes. And draw one knee back in and then the other. Rock just a bit from side to side. Settling on one side or the other. And use the strength of your arms. Press yourself up to a comfortable seat. When you arrive, draw your hands to prayer at heart center. You can close down the eyes or just gaze at the fingertips. And take a deep, full breath through your heart space into the pit of your belly. Fill up, open up, exhale, let that go. Thank you so much for showing up in this space for yourself and for one another. The light within me recognizes and honors the light within each of you. All right. Thank you so much.